Hi everyone, so I wanted to talk today about some highlighters. I'd gone into Edinburgh to try out the new Dior mascara, and on my way back I thought I'd nip into Primark to see kind of what new makeup they had, and I found this little kit here, and it's called the PS Bronze Highlighting Glow Kit. So the first thing that I noticed when I kind of opened it up is, does this look kind of familiar? It's very similar to some of the Anastasia Beverley Hill palettes, that's for sure. So, you know, this cost £4, and an Anastasia one will set you back generally about 30 odd quid, depending which one you get. So I thought, I have to buy this and see what the hell it's like. So let's get swatching and just see what it's like. So they had two palettes, but I just went for this one. And like I say, this is the PS Bronze one. So it has 4 shades. Sunbeam, which is this kind of palest one. Siesta, which is a kind of pink one. Sundown, which looks quite bronzy. And then Pool Party, and that's very dark gold, a kind of almost black gold it looks like here. So let's do some little swatches of them and see what they're like. So we'll take this palest one here, this Sunbeam. I'll just do a little finger swatch. Oh wow, that's pigmented as hell. Texture is really nice, it's really soft. And not too crumbly either. I just literally did one little swirl round, and you can see there's actually hardly any fallout from it whatsoever. So I will just do a little swatch on my arm. That's not too bad at all. It's not too chunky on actually. It's really quite pretty. I like that. I like that very much. So let's take that little pink one now, the Siesta. Oh, I don't know if it looks quite pink when you swatch it. That's the colour of that one. It almost looks kind of peachy looking. And that's it there. That's pretty. That is really nice. And they don't look mega glittery either actually, which is nice because a lot of people like a little bit more subdued highlight. Me personally, I'm quite a magpie, I like anything bright and shiny. So we'll try this one down here next. So this was Sundown. Oh, it's quite gold. So it looks like that on the skin. So you can see obviously, because I'm pale, although I am getting a tan now, I don't look quite so pasty white in the videos. Yeah, you can see that's quite a colour difference on my skin tone. I think if you've got dark skin, that would look glorious. And I'm a little bit scared to use that as a highlight on my kind of skin colour, to be honest with you. I mean, I know it says they're bronzes, but I think they're too shiny. They're far too kind of shiny to be a bronze. You know, well, maybe some people like that, but personally, I don't like that kind of look in a bronzer. I want a bronze to be matte, so otherwise you just end up looking a bit too shiny and disco ball. So this is the last one now, and we'll just do that here. Whoosh. So I think for these two, I think they'd make quite nice eyeshadows for somebody who's my kind of skin tone. And actually, I'm really pretty impressed with the formula on them. Like when you do the finger swatches, they come up really, really nicely. So I suppose the next thing to do is really let's get some brushes in there and pop some on my skin and actually see how they look on the skin, because yeah, things sometimes when you do a finger swatch and then you actually go to put it on the skin, it's like a whole different ball game. So I'm just going to take my Zoeva highlight brush, and I'm going to go for the ones that will basically look nicer in my skin tone. So I'm going to take that pale one, so that was Sunbeam. So when I go in with a brush, it has a little bit of kick up from it, but nothing too bad. Let's see what you look like on. Oh, holy fuck. Yeah, that's pigmented. That's really, really pigmented. Holy shit. Yeah, definitely don't pick up quite so much. Shit the bed. It's almost, dare I say it, too pigmented on the skin. It's, yeah. It's very, very bright. And it does not blend very easily, to be honest with you. You know, once it's on, it just wants to stay there, you know. You see, obviously, this is the bit that I kind of put quite a lot on when I went to pull it back. And this just does not want to blend out at all. And also, it really picks up every tiny little pore on your skin. So you'll find that for a lot of highlighters, especially the kind of the brighter highlighters, they do make your skin look quite, I don't know how to say it, not quite scaly, but you know, it literally shows every kind of little pore and every little bit of skin that you've got. And yeah, it's not particularly flattering, I'm not gonna lie. That's not the nicest, you know. It's okay in some lights, it's fine, and then when my light hits it and I look in the mirror, I'm like, fucking hell, that's not very nice. Okay, let me try a different shade, and this time let's try maybe a different brush and see how that goes. So I will try this kind of one next to it, that is the Siesta, and let's just try it a bit more restrained this time. That's better. So this is not quite an in-your-face colour as the other one, but I think it still does have that problem. There's just must be the components of it. It just looks, you know, from a distance it looks fine, it looks alright, it looks nice, and then but when I look in my mirror down here, I'm like, Jesus Christ, look at the size of my pores. Not particularly liking that, to be honest with you. Yeah, not too impressed with that palette, which is a shame because I have another highlight from them. It's the PS, what is this, a Strobe Kit highlighting powder palette, and this is a really nice palette. I quite like this one. So the only thing I would say about it is, yeah, it was really cheap. It was like, I don't know, £4 or £3 or something like that. But when you actually start using it, it crumbles like no one's business. So sometimes, even though it's a lot more expensive to buy something like an Anastasia Beverley Hills one, it will actually last you a lot longer. Now, I know obviously you can buy, you know, if this is £4 or something, you can buy like about 6 palettes or so, you know, of this to go through. But yeah, it's just a bit of a pain. Like, I've had this Anastasia palette, and I use this all the time. This is the Nicole Guerrero one. I love it. It's my favourite highlighting palette. Like, everything else I compare against this because it's just so good. And I use it all the time. And I use this shade down here. Let me try and get the camera a bit closer. Forever Lit on it. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Forever Lit. I use that all the time, like literally almost every single day. I've had it for months now. Well, just about since it was released, so that's quite a while. And you can see a bit of wear in it, but nothing significant. Whereas I remember when I got this, I used it like non-stop for about a week. And then, to be honest, I just forgot about it, and I've been using the Anastasia one instead. And that smashed through it in about a week. But that having said, it is a nice palette. So I'll show you what that one looks like instead. So I'll take my wee fan brush and we'll go for that light shade, that kind of really light one. So it's quite similar to this one. This one is a little bit lighter and a little bit brighter. It's quite similar, but it's just nicer. Slightly nicer. I think the colour's better on it. And unfortunately, obviously, I've got that other palette, that PS Bronze one, underneath it, but I think this wee one, the kind of the Strobe Kit, just a much nicer product. Let's pick a bit of my face that doesn't have anything on it yet. I'm going to pick this wee shade here, and we'll go for my big nose. No, I don't normally take it all the way down, but I will today, just so you can see a bit better. So yeah, this is why I do not highlight all the way to the bottom, because I've got a big nose, and when you do right down to here, really emphasises it. But it's a much more subtle highlight, but still really nice. And honestly, when I look at my skin on my nose, and my nose out of the rest of my face, it's got the most pores by far. So if it's going to look like crap anywhere, it would be my nose. You know, it looks so much better than looking at either image. Oh, that looks horrendous. No. Strange. Well, I'm quite upset by that. Yeah. Oh, what a shame. Yeah, I don't think that's a good palette at all. They did do another one, and I was kind of tempted to buy it, but I'm quite glad I didn't now. So yeah, that's the PS Bronze Highlight and Glow, and I don't think it's a good palette at all. It might be good for eyeshadows, I don't know. I don't have any brushes next to me. Let's try it out. No brushes here. But I don't know if it would blend particularly well, because when I tried to blend when I put this here, it did not want to go very well. So I'm not sure that it would blend, to be honest with you. So yeah, I would, if I were you, I would be skipping this bad boy. If you want to get it, crack on, it's £4, you know, you might like it, instead it might be better on your skin. But I don't have particularly huge pores in my skin, and if it's so unforgiving in mine, I reckon it'll be quite unforgiving in most people's. So yeah, that one's a big Freddy fail for me, I'm afraid. Not a good product, so yep, I'm afraid I will definitely not be buying that again. Alright, so I hope this was helpful to you anyway. Alright, thanks a lot. Bye.